welcome back to the table where everybody eat. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and then hit the notification bell. That way you guys don't miss out on the plays and updates we bring to you each and every day in the market. Now, we done covered this stock not one but two, and this is the third time ETHZilla Corporation, formerly known as ATNF, I think 180 Life Sciences, and as you can see right here, they still got the 180 logo. And before everybody started paying attention to this stock, once they made a huge purchase in Ethereum, they were known as a biotech oncology stock or company in the healthcare sector that had a number of reverse splits and I mean was basically a dying company. And as you see, they closed at $3.30 on August 22nd, 2025. They were down a whopping 31% on the day, which puts them on pace for the largest percent decrease since October of 2024. And here is a few numbers and some data for you guys to sit on and resonate as ETHZilla Corporation is currently trading at $3.36, down $1.45, or again, 30%. And that would be the lowest close since August 11th, 2025, when it closed at $3.34. They're on pace with the largest percent decrease, like I mentioned, since October 17th, 2024, when it fell 33.08%. They are currently down 6 of the past 7 days, and they're down 4 consecutive days in a row, totaling 54.59% over this period. The longest losing streak since June 20th, 2025, when it fell for 5 straight trading days. Now, this is the worst 4 day stretch since the 4 days ending December 22nd, 2022, when it fell 67%. And this week alone, they are down a total of 52.20%, their worst weekly performance since the week ending December 23rd, 2022, when it fell 74% on that day there. However, they are up 2.59% month to date and up 84.89% year to date. Now they are still down 99.93% from its all time closing high of $4,552.40 on April 12th, 2021. Mind you, like I said, this stock had a number of reverse splits. So don't think that this stock really traded at that price. But if you were to do the math and accumulate, or let's just say reverse those splits with the current stock price, it would have been as high as $4,500. Now, back to the stats. They are up 64% from 52 weeks ago on August 23rd, 2024, when it closed at $2.05, but they are still down 68.5% from its 52-week closing high of $10.70 on August 13th, 2025. Now, that price there came after they had that massive spike, I believe, on August 12th, but we'll get there later on. They are up 386%, almost 387% from its 52-week closing low of 69 cents on April 10th, 2025, and they traded as low as $2.96, their lowest intraday level since August 11th, 2025, when it hit $2.94. We'll cover that level also when we get over to the charts. And once again, they are down nearly 38.5% at today's intraday low, the largest intraday percent decrease since October 17th, 2025, when it fell as much as 41%. I stated that earlier in the stats. Now, before we go over and look at the charts, here's our Discord community, Everybody Eats, which the link is below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat, where we talk about hot stocks, penny stocks, long-term stocks, option plays, swing trading, overall market. You guys are able to put in your chart requests, and I'll give you guys the levels of what I see, etc. Again, link is below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat. Currently running a 50% off until September 1st, so make sure you get on that fast. But as you see here, somebody left a comment on that last video I made on ETHZ, formerly known as ATNF, and they simply said great analysis, spot on with that 290 to 360 range, which hit yesterday. They got in at $3.37 and looking for a retest of $7 short term. I agree. What's your take on this, homie? Thanks in advance. You're a smart dude. Much love to you, CMT6862, whoever you may be. But again, link is below in the description, pinned in the top of the chat. And as you see here, earlier today, around 6:20 p.m., I had stated that ETHZ previous stock alert home run because we ran this thing from $3.50 or $4 basically, all the way up to about $17. We didn't get that retest at the 19 in the pre-market, but it's all good. And I had stated this stock, formerly known as ATNF, pulled all the way back to our first entry spot, which is now in the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Anything above $2.90 and under $3.60 was a buy. And personally, I feel anything under $3.80 is decent. This is solely based on price action in the past and before the huge run up from their purchase in Ethereum, which you can see we fell below, but we reclaimed it fairly quickly and got above that 200 moving average on the 4-hour. You see how that MACD is curling up. These are good signs that we can possibly squeeze some of the short sellers out as institutions and other folks are probably buying into this stock. And if Ethereum continues to go higher, that will not only help this one, but help other ticker symbols like BMNR, ETHA, etc. Now, jumping over to the daily chart and keeping things simple, as I kind of gave you guys what I'm looking at and expecting in regards to that post over in the Discord, you see right here, even on the daily chart, we are sitting right above that 50 SMA. Now, let's fix this a little bit. Now, this MACD is basically doing a nosedive through that signal line, and the signal line is also curling over. So I do not like that aspect as I would like to see the MACD or even the signal line as well come back down to around this 0.57 or 0.60 area before possibly going up higher. However, we do have the sniper fair value gap, which is this August 12th gap up right here before that move that we were in the Discord. Again, link is below in the description, and in the top of the chat. But what I would like to see is us get some type of pop, but not too crazy of a pop, and then get some trading volume. I mean, some trading in this range before we go higher and then retest the top of that range there, and then come up in here and then do something of that nature. Don't mind my drawing. I tell you guys all the time, I am not an artist, but that's what I would like to see in this zone or in this area for a continuation. And to the upside, to keep it short and keep it brief, because this stock here is very risky, but however, it could yield a good reward again if Ethereum runs up. What I would like to see on Monday or this coming week is us to reclaim at least $3.78 at best. And then following that, definitely like that 385 range. But ultimately, I want to get above or mount above $3.96. We get above 396. I see us going to test maybe 440 to definitely 490. Get above 490. We got $5.30 area to 560. But ultimately, between now and let's just say $6, I want to get above 396. Then I want to get above $4.40. Then I want to get above $4.80, maybe $4.90, anywhere in that range. And then ultimately, I want to get a nice pop, let's just say, into that $5.40 to $5.90. And around there, depending on how momentum is going, that's where I would like to possibly reassess and see how I want to play this thing. If I want to take all my profits or just scalp a little bit and then buy back in on a dip, if we do dip back around to that $5.30 area and then continue higher. But that's what I have for you guys. Oh, by the way, my short-term price target is just like my guy in the YouTube comment is roughly $6.78 to let's just say $7 and about 45 to $7.60. But thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Much love. We out.